A lot of things happen in your life.
They're not the nicest people.
Never took the opportunity.
You ever wonder what the biggest regrets of some of the oldest yet wisest people in the world are? Or some pieces of life advice that they would give to someone of your age? Today we will be interviewing people, whether they're in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, about the best pieces of life advice and their deepest regret. How old are you?
80.
46.
Can you describe me, how does it feel being 80 and 46?
There's quite a difference.
Describing being 46. More confident.
In what regard?
With regards just to everything, with life, work, and just meeting people.
I feel fine. Generally, I feel pretty good in my own skin. The way I usually answer it is, in the 1970s, I was in my 20s. Now in the 20s, I'm in my 70s.
Old.
When did you start feeling old?
Probably around 30, because then I started feeling more aches and pains in my body. Don't recover as quickly after playing sports and stuff like that. But
What is a big mistake that you made or a regret that you have that you learned a valuable lesson from?
Believing that all managers that you work for are going to have your back and want to motivate you to do your best.
How did you do it?
You know what? Sometimes we have companies that don't recognize they have leaders that maybe have some narcissistic behaviors, and they'll gaslight you. So gaslighting is used more, I think, as a power and a control for somebody who's threatened by you.
I guess one mistake that I've made is the lack of confidence. And as a result, making poor decisions with regards to business partners and just job decisions.
probably not just taking all the chances that I could have done. Like, going out, I had a chance to play university golf in USA, but never took the opportunity. So it's probably my biggest regret.
Was it a full ride scholarship?
No, it was just an opportunity to get one, but never went for it and just had other things going on at the time that I thought were more important.
And so what they do is they try and diminish what you do or make you feel bad about your achievements. And they do it using processes and policies, and so they play by the book. I'd call them angel children. So everybody thinks they're really wonderful, including doctors, clergymen, everybody, except in their own peer group or within their environment, they're not the nicest people because they really want to drive you out. And so they use the tactics to drive out good workers.
When you look at the 20s of today, what is one thing that you don't like about them?
I think we have some really creative, really vocal young people now. I think often they face a lot of challenges that I probably didn't face when I was a kid and in my 20s, so it's a tougher world for them. I think that they're more guided and directed to achieve their accomplishments than they were in the past. They have a better sense of value on the things that are there for them and opportunities.
Probably all the wokeness and how everything is just going crazy and common sense seems to be gone.
I think the thing that I notice about them is that there's more of an entitlement, and almost like they expect you to give them whatever they want. But I think they've got to realize that they actually have to put some effort into life so they can get something out. The amount that you put in, you're going to get out.
I don't like what's going on today would be the political system. I like some of the people in the political system, but worldwide, there's a power and control going on in the world. And there's stuff with gender transformation and stuff like that for 5 and 6 year olds. I mean, they can take stuff like that when they're a little older. Yeah. I'm not against that. But when they're that high in primary school, I think there's something wrong with that. I think they need to know the ABCs, learning to write, learning the times table, and learning basic science. We'd be a lot further ahead with that.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone younger than you, what would you say?
I would say focus on what you want to achieve in your dreams and don't let anybody take them away from you. Trust me, I'm 66. There's lots of time for falling in love, but you want to always have that security that you need to fall in love and support what comes with it. Stick to your dreams. Don't let anybody bust them. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do them. Just shoot for what you want, and if you really want it, you'll achieve it.
Probably try everything you can and basically, don't skip out on opportunities that you might be given and go for it.
I would say do a lot of reading and decipher the information that's out there, because a lot of information's on YouTube, on the internet, and also talk to friends who are well-grounded and know a little bit about what they're doing, where they're going, and that have their life in order. and to establish a network of friends that way.
I would say seek the kingdom of God first, and everything will come to pass. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but with God and His grace, everything's possible.
Yeah, that's right.
What is something that we tend to prioritize when we're younger, but as we get older, we realize that it isn't that important?
I think when I was young, I think I used to just value the kind of car I drove, the kind of music I listened to, you know, the bands that I play with, because I'm a drummer. And now that I have a wife and 5 kids, you look at that stuff and it was fun for the time and it had its place. But there's so much things that are more important than those things.
Probably video games. You know, just killing time. Our time is valuable, and if we can use it for better things than always just wasting it away that way. And I think that's probably the main thing. And yeah, do things that you love to do.
Having some kind of a relationship that's steady. I think, sometimes we think that if we get into relationships or kids get into a relationship that's going to carry them. And I think as you get older, you realize that you spent a lot of time. What do I tell my granddaughter? You're going to kiss a lot of toads before you meet the right person, and there's some virtues and things, and it takes away from where you're going in life. So just keep your focus on where you're going, and the rest of it will come. And I think if somebody is really going to be in your life as a partner, then they're going to respect that you want to grow, and if they aren't, let them go.
Life skills, being able to relate to other people and form relationships of friendship, spouses, if you happen to get married, that is really most important. The money helps things, but it's not the primary focus. I think a lot of relationships may be broken because too much focus on money. I don't mean to downgrade money.
Thank you, sir,
Yeah.
for answering my questions.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good day. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck on your project.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Check out this video if you haven't. This is Giginia, and we'll see you next time.